How do free games become billion-dollar hits? Discover their origins, business models, and core gameplay loops. We'll also dive into community building, psychological tactics, and controversies like microtransactions. These are the secrets behind free-to-play. And this is nerdsection.com. Chapter 1: Definition and Evolution. Free-to-play is a gaming model that's taken the world by storm. It all started with a simple yet groundbreaking concept, offering games for free while monetizing through optional purchases. But to truly appreciate its impact, let's take a stroll down memory lane. In the early 2000s, games like RuneScape and MapleStory pioneered this model, allowing players to dive into expansive worlds without spending a dime up front. This was revolutionary. Before free-to-play, the industry was dominated by hefty upfront costs or subscription fees. These early free-to-play games showed that you could attract millions of players by lowering the entry barrier, and then generate revenue in other ways. As the model evolved, so did the strategies. Developers began to perfect the art of monetization, introducing items and features that players could purchase. These ranged from cosmetic items which didn't affect gameplay to boosts and power-ups that could significantly enhance a player's experience. This evolution saw the rise of the freemium model, where basic gameplay is free, but premium content comes at a price. The free-to-play model was further refined with the advent of mobile gaming. Titles like Candy Crush Saga and Clash of Clans brought free-to-play to the fingertips of millions, capitalizing on the accessibility and convenience of smartphones. These games showcased how effective in-game purchases and microtransactions could be, cementing free-to-play as a dominant force in the industry. Now, free-to-play games are not just a genre, they're a cornerstone of the gaming landscape. From epic battle royales like Fortnite to immersive RPGs like Genshin Impact, free-to-play has become synonymous with innovation and accessibility. The evolution of free-to-play has redefined how we play, pay, and engage with games, making it a fascinating chapter in the history of gaming. Chapter 2: The Business Model. The free-to-play business model has revolutionized the gaming industry, shifting the way developers and players think about monetization. At its core, this model allows gamers to download and play games for free, while providing in-game purchases as a means of generating revenue. These monetization strategies can vary widely, but commonly include cosmetic items, in-game currency, and expansion packs that enhance the gaming experience without being strictly necessary to progress. One of the most popular approaches is the freemium model, where the base game is free, but players can buy additional content to enhance their experience. This might include cosmetic skins, new characters, or convenience items like experience boosters. The goal is to create a compelling enough game that players are willing to spend money to customize and improve their gameplay experience. However, this model often walks a fine line with pay-to-win dynamics. In pay-to-win scenarios, players who spend money gain significant advantages over those who do not, leading to potential imbalances and frustration within the player community. Successful free-to-play games manage to avoid this pitfall by ensuring that purchases do not significantly impact competitive balance. Examples of success in the free-to-play arena include games like Fortnite, League of Legends, and Genshin Impact. These games have managed to build massive player bases and generate substantial revenue without upfront costs, thanks to their effective and fair monetization strategies. They offer engaging content that entices players to make purchases while maintaining a level playing field for those who choose not to spend money. The business model of free-to-play games has proven to be a lucrative and sustainable approach, as long as developers prioritize balance and fairness. It encourages a larger player base by removing the barrier to entry, and with the right strategies, it can turn a game's passionate community into a steady stream of revenues. Chapter 3: Gameplay and Design. Gameplay and design are at the heart of any free-to-play game, making sure you have fun while still feeling compelled to stick around. The core gameplay loop is crafted to keep you engaged, offering just the right balance of challenge and reward to keep you coming back. This loop often includes completing missions, earning rewards, and using those rewards to improve your in-game abilities or cosmetics. In-game purchases play a huge role here. While the base game is free, there are countless opportunities to buy items that enhance your experience. These might be purely cosmetic, like skins or emotes, or functional, like power-ups or new characters. The key is making these purchases feel optional yet tempting, ensuring that players who spend money feel rewarded, while those who don't still feel they can enjoy the game. Balancing is crucial to maintaining fairness and fun. Developers must carefully design the game to ensure that paying players don't have an overwhelming advantage over those who play for free. This balance keeps the game competitive and enjoyable for everyone, fostering a healthy player community. Great free-to-play games masterfully blend these elements, creating an experience that hooks you with its gameplay and keeps you invested with its design. Chapter 4: Community and Social Impact. Free-to-play games have revolutionized how players interact and build communities within the gaming world. These games are more than just a way to pass time. They're vibrant social hubs where players from all corners of the globe connect. Whether it's through cooperative missions or competitive showdowns, these games foster camaraderie and a sense of belonging. Building a community is often a core focus for developers. They create forums, in-game chat features, and social media channels to keep players engaged and connected. This sense of community not only enhances the gameplay experience, but also creates a space where players can share tips, form friendships, and even collaborate on in-game projects. Esports and competitive play have become major elements of the free-to-play ecosystem. Games like Fortnite and League of Legends have turned into massive competitive platforms, drawing players into high-stakes tournaments with significant prize pools. This competitive scene fuels both personal and community growth, pushing players to improve their skills while bringing fans together in support of their favorite teams or players. Social interactions in free-to-play games also extend to user-generated content and modding communities. Many games encourage players to create their own content, from custom skins to entirely new game modes, which adds layers of creativity and personalization to the gaming experience. This active participation enriches the game and keeps the community engaged and dynamic. In essence, free-to-play games have built more than just virtual worlds. They've created real communities that thrive on interaction, competition, and creativity. This impact is profound, turning gaming into a shared experience that extends far beyond the screen. Chapter 5: Psychological Elements. When diving into the psychological elements of free-to-play games, it's clear that these titles are designed with a deep understanding of player behavior. One key tactic is player retention. Game developers craft intricate reward systems to keep you coming back. They use mechanisms like daily login bonuses or streak rewards, which create a sense of obligation and anticipation. This not only increases engagement, but also builds a habit loop that keeps you invested over the long term. But let's talk about addiction concerns. Free-to-play games often utilize variable rewards, similar to slot machines, to make in-game purchases feel more enticing. This unpredictability can make it hard to resist spending more money or playing longer than initially intended. While it's an effective strategy for engagement, it's important to recognize how it can lead to excessive playtime or spending, blurring the line between casual fun and problematic behavior. In response, many developers are focusing on responsible gaming practices. This includes implementing features like spending caps, reminders of time spent in-game, and tools to monitor and control in-game purchases. The goal is to create an enjoyable experience without pushing players toward unhealthy habits. So as you dive into the world of free-to-play games, remember that these psychological tactics are at play. They're designed to enhance your experience, but also warrant a mindful approach to ensure that your gaming stays fun and balanced. Before diving into the controversies and criticisms of the free-to-play model, if you're enjoying the deep dive into how these games work and want to keep up with all things nerdy, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Joining the Nerd Section community means you'll never miss out on the latest insights, tips, and trends in gaming and beyond. Now let's tackle the hot-button issues surrounding free-to-play games. Chapter 6: Controversies and Criticisms. The free-to-play model has undeniably revolutionized the gaming industry, but it hasn't been without its share of controversies and criticisms. A major point of contention is the ethics of microtransactions. Many players argue that these purchases can create an uneven playing field, where those willing to spend more have an advantage over those who don't. This often leads to frustration and resentment within the gaming community. Loot boxes are another hot-button issue. Critics argue that they can resemble gambling, as players spend real money for a chance to receive in-game items. This random reward system can lead to players spending more than they intended, especially if they're hoping for a rare item. Concerns are raised about the potential for these systems to exploit vulnerable players, particularly younger audiences who might not fully understand the odds or consequences. Paywalls, which restrict access to content or progression unless additional money is spent, are also a point of contention. They can create a situation where players feel pressured to pay to advance, potentially undermining the enjoyment of the game and leading to a frustrating experience for those who prefer to stick to free content. These controversies highlight the ongoing debate about the balance between monetization and player experience in free-to-play games. As the industry evolves, addressing these issues thoughtfully is crucial for maintaining trust and ensuring a fair and enjoyable gaming environment for everyone. Chapter 7: The Future of Free-to-Play. The future of free-to-play games is incredibly exciting, with several emerging trends that promise to reshape the landscape. One key area is the integration of advanced technologies. With the rise of AI and machine learning, we're seeing smarter in-game environments and more personalized player experiences. Imagine games that adapt to your playstyle and challenge you in ways that feel uniquely tailored to you. Blockchain and NFTs are also making waves, though their role is still evolving. These technologies could revolutionize ownership and trade of in-game assets, allowing players to truly own their digital items and trade them across different games and platforms. It's a concept that could create new economies within gaming. Another trend is the increasing emphasis on cross-platform play. Games are becoming more interconnected, allowing you to play with friends regardless of what device they're using. This trend is making gaming more inclusive and accessible, breaking down barriers that once existed between different gaming communities. Finally, player expectations are shifting towards more immersive and engaging experiences. Developers are focusing on creating richer narratives and more interactive worlds, blending elements from other entertainment mediums like film and TV to offer more compelling stories and deeper engagement. As these trends develop, the free-to-play model will continue to evolve, balancing innovative monetization strategies with player-centric design to keep the gaming experience both enjoyable and sustainable. Chapter 8: Recap. In conclusion, the free-to-play model has reshaped the landscape of video gaming, making high-quality experiences accessible to millions of players worldwide. As we've explored, its evolution from simple demos to complex monetized ecosystems reflects both the industry's innovation and its adaptability to changing player needs. The business model's diverse monetization strategies, from cosmetic upgrades to expansive freemium features, showcase the balance developers strive for between profitability and player satisfaction. Gameplay design in free-to-play games is finely tuned to ensure engagement while managing in-game purchases, often leading to immersive experiences that draw players in. The social and competitive aspects also play a significant role, fostering communities and sparking vibrant esports scenes. However, the model does come with its share of psychological and ethical challenges, including concerns about addiction and fairness. Looking ahead, the future of free-to-play seems bright, with emerging trends and technological advancements set to redefine how games are experienced and monetized. Players will continue to shape and respond to these changes, driving the evolution of the industry. As this model progresses, understanding its impacts and balancing its potential benefits with its challenges will be crucial for developers and players alike. The journey of free-to-play is ongoing, promising new innovations and experiences on the horizon. For more insights into game development, be sure to check out our video, How Games Are Created, Idea, Design, Release, and Beyond. It's packed with fascinating details on the creative process behind game design, and it's the perfect follow-up to explore how these free-to-play experiences come to life.